I'm up here today, New York, at the park, Allegany State Park. Check out that view behind me. It's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. On my way up here to do some sightseeing, I stopped at a little cafe to have a cup of coffee and a Danish, and there was two women there, and one of them was doing all the talking. It was crazy. She just kept yapping and yapping, and the other woman was trying to get in words, trying to say something, but it was all clearly about this one woman. And I was like, oh my God, I remember having friends like this before I realized I'm worthy, I'm better than this. You know, because if I don't think that, who's going to, right? And this poor woman, and I don't know, maybe it's her sister or something, but even still, if my sister was like that, which she's not, thank God, but if she was, I don't think I'd spend that much time with her. It was all about this woman, clearly. And I believe that's a huge sign when your friend doesn't respect you. And that's when the conversation's not equal. It's just yap, yap, yap from the one, and the other just gets to sit there like, ugh. Another sign is when they only call when they want something. They want to brag or tell you something great about them. Or maybe you have something they need. Maybe there's something they always want to borrow from you, like your car or even your blender. I don't know, whatever. But they only call when it's for them, when it's all about them, when they need something from you. That's another huge sign that they're disrespecting you. Here's one I see all too often, and I've never allowed anything like this. And I know we're not all created equal. There's many of us that are like rather avoid the confrontation. But anyways, if someone is constantly putting you down or making fun of you, especially in front of others, that's huge disrespect. And not only that, really they look bad. But in the meantime, I know you're feeling bad if they're doing it to you. But they look bad. Other people know this, that person, that horrible, horrible person is just trying to make their self look better by putting you down. I see this all the time, especially like even on social media or in conversations, or say I'm at a gathering or something. It's everything I can do to keep my mouth shut. It's just horrible when somebody just thinks they have to keep putting somebody else down to make themselves feel better. It's because they don't respect you. They definitely won't do this to somebody they care about or respect. I assure you this. Which brings me to another sign is when you feel bad after hanging out with them because they drained you so much, they didn't bring you any joy. That's another sign they're probably disrespecting you and they're not the right friend. Maybe they were at one point, but now it's time to let them go. You don't need friends that you walk away and you feel worse than when you walked up to them. The time you spend together with them, you should be, I love it when people feel better. And they say that to me all the time. Like, I just love being around you, Veronica. I feel great when I leave you. And I say that to a lot of my friends. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to go meet up with them. I love them. I always feel good when I'm done. The whole time we'll laugh and giggle. Or not even that. You don't even have to laugh and giggle the whole time. You just feel better. I feel better when I walk away with certain friends. Those are the friends that are great, that will always respect you and put you first and make you a priority. And that's what I do to my friends too. And you deserve that as well. If you have friends and they exclude you from doing events with mutual friends, that's huge. Have you ever had someone do that? Do you find it disrespectful? I definitely do. If they keep inviting everyone else but you, that's got to hurt your feelings. Or I know I'd feel a little sad inside, like, geez, I thought we were friends. I would never say anything, but I would be like, either depending on the personality, after a while you just kind of, figure out these things a little bit. And maybe if they aren't a close friend, that's fine. Then I get it. I'm like, well, we're not close friends anyways. But if I consider them a close friend that kept doing that, and usually there's other signs too, I would say that's disrespectful. How about this? Have you had a friend when you are together and they're probably yapping on and not letting you talk, but then they start talking crap about another friend behind their back? We all know they're doing it to you too. If I had somebody in my life, which I don't no more, I've weeded them all out. But once in a while, someone tries to trickle in and then, they're on their best behavior, then their guard gets let down. And then they start talking crap about everyone else. There's no reason for me to believe they're not talking about me too. So I'm sorry, time to go, you disrespectful friend, you. If your friends aren't happy for you when something good happens to you, That's very disrespectful, and that's not a good friend. That's another huge sign. Good friends are happy for you. They're going to congratulate you. Which brings me to another one, is if they're jealous if you make an accomplishment. They try and dig and put you down, just insult you or say something rude. I get it a lot of times on my YouTube, not from friends, but it's a good example from strangers. And someone had just recently said, and thank you, because these comments, when you guys make good comments, I need it sometimes. It really makes my day. But someone had said, hey, when they start, when the trolls start coming and making these rude comments, that's a good sign you made it. They're jealous, Veronica, they said, in that you are becoming more successful and they're just jealous of you. And I was like, thank you. I did know that, or I felt like I knew that. I don't want you to think I know everything. But it's so true. When someone's jealous of you, of your accomplishments, that's not a good friend. That's very disrespectful. Well, I hope you had a great day. I'm going to go ahead and explore this beautiful park. I love each and every one of you, and I look forward to talking to you real soon. Till next time.